Hi, this is Dorothy with Scrapbooking, and I am showing you today one of the promotions that uh, is available until March 31st of this year, which is 2021. And this is called In This Together. So, of course, it's dealing with, our wonderful COVID year, which continues into this year. And so what I did was I worked with the Close to My Heart Facebook Live event. I went on there and they helped us put it all together. So we've got the cutting guide that is available to download and print when you purchase this promotional package. And so we went ahead and cut the pieces, and then the ladies show you how to do the layout. And so it's all in the instructions, but it's really fun to have somebody go over it with you. And in the meantime, they're telling you fun techniques. So this is the one of the layouts, and it's using We're All In This Together as the title page. So that's actually that's the second layout, and those are stickers. So, and here was the probably third layout, and I got in late on the event, and so I missed putting the first one together, so I'm going to do that with you today. So those are stickers, and there's also a page that has all of those little thought bubbles. Now look at that stamp. It says roll with it. I mean, how can you not love that? So we made a border using that particular stamp. Super easy to do. But the thought bubbles are on a whole page of them. So you can cut those out as depending on which ones you like and which ones fit. Whatever pictures you've got. So that is, I love the background toilet paper and the little mask mask background paper. So, it's super cute paper and so appropriate for the, pictures you took for the past year. You also, in addition to doing 3 layouts, they made 4 designs, 2 each of 4 designs, so 8 cards altogether. And these were very easy to put together. They may not look like it, but they were very easy to put together. And it's a little bit of stamping, and of course I have to decorate my envelopes, so I used the I Am Smiling mask and also the Roll With It toilet paper on the front of my cards. So I just, I always have to put a little something on the front of my envelopes. So the next design is Social Distance Champ. And I like the little I Miss Your Face, and We Got This. And in the bundle, along with the background and texture papers and cardstock, you get the little embellishments, the enamel dots that coordinate with the paper. So they are, there's 5 different colors and 3 different sizes of enamel dots. So super neat. And everything that you get in the bundles are going to go perfectly with each other. And so there's the enamel dots. And, you can look on the back of any of the zip strips that come with a particular paper pack, and you can see what the colors are that go with the papers. So that's a zip strip with toilet paper. So we've got lemonade and nectarine and sapphire and grape, and I think that might be clover green. I'm not positive on that. I think it might be clover green. Evergreen is also one of the colors, but I think that's a darker, a darker color. So this is the sticker sheet. I've used a bunch, but I still have a bunch to go, and that's what I'll be using for last layout. And this is the stamp set that came with the bundle. So with that, you get I Miss Your Face, Social Distance Champ, We Got This, Roll With It, Virtual Hugs, and it's about nap time. And it has a little thought bubble itself, so you can, if there's other words you want to use, you've got a thought bubble to put the words in. And so I'm putting a couple of my stamps back, which didn't make it back onto the holder sheet, which it's a good way to lose stamps, so got to put them back. Anyway, that comes with the bundle. And now we get on with it here, and I've got my instructions. So these are the instructions that you can print from the download PDF. And it shows you everything, any additional supplies that you need. It's going to do all of the, show you all the cuts to make. And the white daisy background here is a 1/4 of an inch in cut off of 2 sides. And so that makes it 11 3/4. And it's going to go on Lagoon, the light side of the Lagoon, which, you know, our cardstocks all come with a light, the normal side, the normal color, this is Lagoon, and then the light Lagoon. So it's a great way to use one color cardstock, one sheet of cardstock, and make some effective design elements with the perfectly matched color, just one being a little bit lighter than the other. And so I'm just going to go ahead and put the white daisy background, so just like 1/8 of an inch of the Lagoon shows all around. And I'll go ahead and put the second background page together using my Tombow, and I just kind of skip along the back. Just an old habit. So we've got our backgrounds together. And I am going to go and pull out my instructions. So here's the left page. We'll start with the left page and put the right page to the side. So I've got all my pieces cut, and this one was cut at 8 by 9, and I will tell you right now, I realized after that I treated it as if it was a square, and the 9 should actually be going vertical. So I kind of messed up there, but you know, not a big deal. I mean, we can live with it. I didn't want to rip off all the pieces when I realized that the long side should have been up and down. So I'm just kind of figuring out where, placement-wise, where the dotted piece goes. And of course, I've kind of messed up because the measurements aren't going to be exactly right, because I have the 9-inch and 8-inch pieces going in the wrong direction. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out my layout mat and just put just a little smidgen of Tombow on the back side to kind of hold the background page in place. And I will use the layout mat as a go-by to kind of eyeball where to do the placement of all of my pieces. So you could use a ruler if you were, you know, really making sure that you're getting it perfectly straight. But, you know, I kind of, sometimes I use a ruler and sometimes I eyeball it. There is no rhyme to my madness. So there we go. It's about I want to say, let me see, about 1 inch or so up from the bottom. And the zip strip is going to go across. So that's a full 12-inch length. And this stripe piece, which is 2 by 12, is also going to go across. And that is 2 inches up from the bottom. So see how, I mean, when things are 12 inches across, it's great because you can nail it perfectly. And then the little zip strip goes right on top of the stripes. The stripes are kind of cool because it kind of looks like you've got, you know, kind of ribbons of stuff going across when actually it's just striped paper. So the lemonade is going to be a vertical 4 by 6, and then we've got 2 grape for 3 by 4 pictures. And the lemonade is like 2 1/4 over from the side. And so I've kind of decided to use the lemonade stripe as a go-by, making it easy on myself. And then the grape pieces, the grape photo backgrounds, that's just going to get lined up with the top of the lemonade. So, and then it drops a little bit below. So, getting ready for your pictures here. I've got my other pieces. I must be looking for something. Oh, that's when I realize, in my brilliance, you know, this way, it's really helpful to read instructions while you're doing these things. So you can be watching what I'm doing, but you may want to give me a little bit of lead time to see if I undo something. So I'm going to go ahead. Now, this is obviously it's a sticker that is going to go across the top. And I'm kind of looking at the flower that is missing from under the lemonade. And so I'm just carefully taking off it's kind of nice that the words are all one piece. But you still, because they're fairly thin, you still want to be careful that you're that you don't rip them. So you just want to be very careful when you take it off of your background sheet from the sticker. So I'm just carefully removing. You know, the one thing I really like about Tombow is it doesn't get, the glue doesn't get super gluey. If you just wait a little bit and then try to remove it, you can still remove it pretty easily. And so it's kind of it's forgiving that way. And I tell you what, I sure appreciate it, because if you've watched me at all, you know I've removed a lot of pieces. So there we go. That's the little pizzazz that was missing from the background. And look at the difference it makes. It really does make a big difference. It was just kind of missing something. Now, why am I doing this? I ended up putting the lemonade a little bit lower. Okay, there we go. And we've got our stay home in place. And, you know, a lot of this stuff, they've got the little thought bubbles in several places. But, you know, you may want to just see what works with your pictures. I put that quarantine down, but I've decided that I'm going to pop it up. And I'm going to go ahead and put which I didn't do on my first layouts, I didn't put the little placeholders, the photo placeholders, on those backgrounds. And so, but I'm going to put them here. So you know that's for a 3 by 4. And the lemonade is going to be a 4 by 6. And I've just decided to pop up using my little foam dots. And then the picture can kind of slide under them. So that's going to pop up right in the middle of those two pictures. So we've got that in place. And across the bottom of the, excuse me, sticker sheet is a whole bunch of words like the quarantine you see there. And just cutting a zip strip to put along the top of the picture. I love those little hearts. This is really cheerful little paper. It'd also be great for spring flowers, which I have quite a few of. I've been doing, my husband and I did a whole bunch of gardening yesterday. We ended up with 13 lawn bags full of clippings and pruning and what have you. So we are all set for spring. So I like this I Miss Your Face. And there's lots of little hearts. There's a little coffee mug with a sunshine on it. And I love this little TV that says just chillin'. And I'm going to go ahead and use my anti-static pouch to take some of the stick 'em off one side and then put glue dots on the other so it can kind of overlap the 4x6 picture that's going to go on the lemonade background color. So I'll take this time to please, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. I'd love to have you join me and in putting together videos and maybe getting some ideas for your own pages or cards, or maybe pick up some techniques, which, you know, we all appreciate. And I am going to say, speaking of techniques, on May 14th and 15th, close to my heart, is going to be doing a virtual album retreat. This is going to be a 2-day retreat of putting together 11 2-page layouts. So you're going to be putting together 22 pages all together. And they are going to be showing so many different techniques, things that I have never done before. You know, I just noticed that toilet paper roll. It's a whole border piece. Oh my God, is that funny? Okay, and I'm just putting, of course, your hand sanitizer and wash your hands. There's all sorts of cute stickers on this. I'm sorry, I got off track. But this retreat is going to be absolutely fabulous. Now, I'll tell you, I've heard wonderful things about the retreats, and I've never done them before because they were kind of expensive. I mean, you paid for hotel, you paid for flight because they would have it out at Close to My Heart, and you paid for the bundle, and this bundle is $275, which I know is a lot, but you're also putting together 11 pages, and you're getting all sorts of techniques. You're going to get these amazing thin cuts, a gigantic butterfly, and several other butterflies. You get 2 sets of thin cuts, 2 sets of exclusive stamps. Just putting some of the little embellishments in place here. Anyway, I think it's going to be absolutely fabulous. And so I've decided that I'm going to go do this. And so it's not going to be near as expensive because you don't have to buy a plane ticket. You don't have to pay for food or a hotel room. And so I'm doing this one because this is more up my alley to, especially during quarantine, to not have to go on a plane or anything like that. So we're doing it right in our own home. And the great thing is the Facebook Live event you'll be part of if you buy the bundle, then you will be part of the Facebook group. And it'll be a private group. And this group will be available to you indefinitely is what they're saying right now. So if you're not able to make one day and you can only make another day, then you can watch the day you missed, or both days. You can watch it at another time. So you don't have to do the Facebook Live event while it's live. It will be available for you to watch for a long time. So this is, I'm trying to think of what the name of the promotion is. The virtual, well, I think it'll say the virtual album retreat bundle. And the papers are wonderful, and it is going to be a ball. So anyway, I will put more information below. Okay, so I'm continuing here. Yeah, I really like this paper. And everything is just, I love how everything is so beautifully coordinated. You know, so I probably wouldn't put stripes with flowers, but look, I mean, it looks fine. And then you add dots to the mix and it just looks great. So here's a little added definition with a piece of sapphire, 1/4 inch strip that is just going to highlight. And it kind of matches the stripe going through. So everything gets so coordinated. I could never be that coordinated. I sure appreciate the artists that come up with these designs. So thank you, artists. So I'm putting my dots in place. I should make a new background for my scrapbook name with those cute dots. Anyway, and then the grape is going to be the background for the pictures. So it's a nice strong color. It'll highlight the pictures nicely. And I am kind of eyeballing from top to bottom using the measurements and going at about 2 1/4 inches. So there we go. And that is going to take 2 4x6 pictures. So I'm going to use, put my photo mats in place so you can see how the 4x6s work on this. I have some dots on there. I did some splattering a couple of weeks back, and they got the brunt of the splatter. Oh well, it's still pretty. Looks like lagoon. I used the lagoon shimmer brush and splattered away. Okay, so there's the basic layout. Now these adorable little houses are going to go in the lower right-hand corner. So the little lilac one is going to go flat, and then the second house is going to be popped up with the remnants of a heart shaker card that I made. So these are the inside, what's left of the inside of the heart after I've made the shaker, the heart shaker. So you get all these wonderful pieces that you can use to either stick things down, pop things up. Works out great. That way I have an endless supply of foam pieces to add dimension to my pages. And, you know, adding dimension, it's easy to put things flat. Adding dimension really adds the interest. And that's why a little embellishment and just raising him up on top of the other house. So it's very cute. Cute little house. And then the little rainbow, I'm going to raise it up also, and I'm going to move it a little bit more to the right so it's not on top of any, it won't be on top of any picture, and I can kind of slip the picture And now, if you were inclined to have pictures already printed and ready to put on there, if you were inclined, you could totally put the stickers on top of your pictures. I just don't like to do that, but that doesn't mean that you can't do it. You know, it just kind of depends on, you know, whether that's your thing or not. Not everybody's thing is the same. So not a big deal. So this little heart, well, hearts and rainbows. There's hearts all around those rainbows. That's where that came from in my head. Come on, rainbow. Okay, so the way where I put the, excuse me, foam pieces will allow the pictures to slip under. And this is also going to get the anti-static pouch approach. And I'm just putting the, going to run the foam on so I can raise it up. So it says, like a good neighbor, stay over there. Is that funny? Okay. So the rest is just adding more embellishments. So I'm going to be adding, you know, some more stickers, some little hearts. And I saw the little roll of toilet paper, so I'm going to put a little heart on the roll of toilet paper. Don't ask me why. Add another little heart. Do my 3 thing. So when you put things down, you want to put them in 3s. You want to put odd numbers, just to it just kind of makes things a little bit easier on the eye. And I just like this little mug with the little sunshine going over the rainbow. It's like, I love my coffee. That's what that reminds me of. Okay, so I've got some 1/4-inch strips, and I'm just going to make some journaling strips to go in the lower area there. And you can put them along the bottom if you want. I just, excuse me, I think I sucked in too much pollen yesterday doing all that yard work. We were out there for a long time. Okay, there's my journaling strips. And the last thing I need some embellishments, some of my little dots. And I like that they have 3 different sizes. They've got the really big one, and then a medium one, and a tiny one. And once again, I'm doing the 3, a triangle. So that is, I think I could, you know, I can go crazy. Like if you wanted to, you could put some of the little tiny dots on the end of your journaling strips to kind of make them stand out a little bit. And I like that phrase. It says currently hibernating. And, you know, can always add some more hearts. So you can just kind of take off and embellish, you know, the way you want to on your pages. And that's, you know, that's kind of what I've done. And I have cut some of the bubbles off of that B&T paper that has the thought bubbles on the side of it. And so those are just endless. It's a whole 12 by 12 page of thought bubbles, actually 2 of them. So there's my last page, 2-page layout. And like I said, this promotion is only available until March 31st or until the kits run out, the bundles run out. And so, it's just, according to availability. So, if you like this, I would urge you to get it as soon as possible because it will run out. And time the 31st is approaching because it is the 22nd. So you only have 9 more days. But the pages were super cute. The cards were super cute. The cards can be used for any kind of occasion. And just a, quick hello. And, just in tune with the time. I mean, it's going to be a while before we all get vaccinated and get the country's herd immunity up. So I think we're going to be living with this unfortunate pandemic for a little while. So make yourself happy. Do something fun. And, excuse me, make sure and document it. Because the last time this happened was 100 years ago. So it's a truly once-in-a-lifetime event, and for most of us, more than a lifetime. So anyway, this is Scrapbooking signing off, and please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and all of the ways of ordering this will be below the video, and I'll also put a link to the upcoming album retreat. The deadline for ordering that, I think, is mid-April. And after that, they're not going to sell anymore. So that's a limited offering also. So thank you so much for watching, and stay healthy and wear your mask. Do all those wonderful things. Take care now. Bye now.